Hi Mike, my name is David Milburn, and in this video I'm going to show you 3 things you can do today to help bring in more customers to your business. I do want to say your business came up when I was searching for roofing companies in Louisville. I actually went to our website. I see you do many, many more things than that, but this screencast will specifically focus on the roofing aspect of what I'm going to talk about. So it can certainly be applied to other services you offer. Just want to clarify that there. So most likely you're sitting there asking yourself, well, why am I doing this and what's in it for me? Well, my company's goal is to help local small businesses like yours. And oftentimes in the world of the internet, most local business owners are too busy running their business to learn how the internet can benefit them and their company. Sometimes the only hesitation they have to hiring someone is that they don't know who's an expert and who isn't. And I've found by giving people an easy blueprint of actual things they can do to impact their business for free has resulted in some of these local business owners raising their hand and saying, I like you, David, and can you do this for me? So if by the end of this video you like what you've heard and you can see that I have a lot of tricks up my sleeve that can help your business, shoot me a message back and we can chat. Or if at the end of this video you simply want to take this free attack plan I gave to do yourself, that works for me too. So now let me show you 3 things you can do that will set your company above your competition and not waste any more of your time or mine. So the first thing I want to go over is content. So this is your site, and Google just doesn't look at your site and automatically know what you do. It actually sends out robots to crawl and read all this content, everything on here that I'm highlighting all the way down through here, and read all this content and report back, what businesses and where to categorize it and what to show for on searches. So what we want to do is make sure that your site has more content than your competition. And not just what's on top of your content either, but also what's behind it, meta tags, meta descriptions. So if we go to an image here and we right click on this and we do a save image as, you can see that what pops up, this is the name of the picture, CC door. Okay, that's not really optimized, for what's being searched for. So one of the things I would do is get some of these keywords that people are searching for, roofing, Louisville, stuff like that, hidden behind these images to help you have more content. It doesn't really show up, so it doesn't matter if it's a door and it's a different keyword, but that's what the robots see. And what we've seen over the years is that Google likes to see 1,000 to 1,500 words of content on your home page. So again, in the roofing space, these guys are one of your competitors. And when we search roofing companies Louisville KY, they actually are the one that pops up first in the organic search. So what we want to do is look at their website and see what they're doing correctly to get them in that top spot. So I have this tool that I pay for a subscription to called Ahrefs, and it gives me a sneak peek behind all the competitors' websites, everybody's website, their traffic, their keywords, their backlinks, and I'll explain more about those later. But it shows all that, and it shows you actually what your site is ranking for. So this is your site right here on Ahrefs, and you can see I pulled up the keywords, and so I sorted them by the highest volume, and you can see what your site's ranking for. So you see here, right now this is showing the position you're in. So 39th position on this keyword's many, many pages deep, so forth and so on. So you're on the first page. If someone searches actually for the name of your company, you actually show up first there, and you're getting about 37 clicks a month from that. But you can see down through here the other keywords and the amount of clicks you're getting from that. So we'll go over here and we look at the competition's keywords, and we do the same thing, and we sort them by volume and what they're getting the most searches for. And we can see, what we want to do. We're going to go out and see which keywords. So you can see here, they're in the number 1 spot, roofing Louisville KY. They're getting 152 clicks a month from that. And these are all the other keywords. And what we want to do is go out there and get these keywords and get them on your site more times than they're on the competition site. All right, so the next thing I want to look at is this section right here called the Map Pack, the Google Map Pack, right? And on these results we see business's name, address, phone number. Okay, and usually they'll show 3 here, the big 3, right? And everybody wants to be there. And I'm sure you look at this and say, well, how do I get listed there? Well, I'm going to explain that. So this has everything to do with these things we call citations. And you're probably saying, well, what the heck is a citation? And it's really pretty simple. It's your business's name, address, and phone number out there on directories like Yahoo, Google Places, Bing, Yelp, Yellow Book, Hot Frog, all these places you've probably heard of. It's really important that we get your exact name, phone number, and address as it's listed on Google. And what's this do? Well, it's important. It's important because it sends trust signals back to Google that you're an actual legitimate company and not some fly-by-night or somebody that just started. And by getting out on these directories and having them list your name, address, and phone number, it starts to build up your popularity and your relevance with Google. And if you get enough of them, it starts pushing you into these top 3. And it's really simple to go out and get these. You probably already have some for your site right now. I know right now you're not in the top spot, and the top 3 nationwide average is 150 citations to be in these spots. So since you're not in these top 3 now our goal will be to go out there and get not just these 150 that your competitors have, but to get 200, 250, and really blow them out of the water. And that would guarantee moving you up into these top spots and really getting you a lot of traffic and a lot of clicks. So that's the second thing. And the third thing is, how do you get to the top of this organic search right here, right? This is what they call the organic search. So if you look at any studies, this is called search engine optimization, or SEO. And how do you get to the top of that is you want to be here, right? Because about 60% of the traffic, they skip the ads, right? And they push down to this area here. This is what they call the search results and get to your website. And you want to be at the top because, again, you're going to get more clicks when you're in the top of the search. So for that, I want to go back to my tool Ahrefs, and this comes down to what we call backlinks, okay? And so this is, we look at Ahrefs here again. So you have right now, you have 728 backlinks on your website. It's getting you about 61 clicks a month. And we go over and look at the competition again, and they have 1.9 thousand backlinks, and it's getting them about 1.9 thousand clicks a month. So what is a backlink? Well, a backlink, I want you to think of backlink as kind of a popularity contest back when you were in high school. The way Google looks at this, again, like a popularity contest, is like if you were a kid in high school that got the new pair of Air Jordans, right? And when you get to school, you walk past the most popular group, and they stop you, they're pointing to shoes, they're talking about how cool they are, they're the most amazing thing. If that happens, that's going to raise your popularity, right, there at school. And think of every kid who pointed at these shoes as being a backlink online. Every single kid out there. What that means is we want all these websites that are linking back, all these other popular kids, to point back to you. And if we can get these other websites pointing back, then you are going to become more popular. So right now, your competition is more popular. They have that 1.9 thousand backlinks, okay? And so this is the same thing as citations. We don't want to get just the same number. We want to go out and get the number of backlinks and point them back to you and then get more. Now, so you're probably asking, well, how do I do that? Well, it's easy. Again, inside this cool tool like Ahrefs, we can actually just, I clicked on here to pull up the backlinks. This is the backlinks that are pointing to the competitor. Okay? You can actually see where they're getting them from. And we can go out there and we can get these for your website. And so I'll show you kind of how it works. I found one of them. I opened the site up here. So this is one, a backlink. It's home blue. And so if we hit Control F and we search for HKC roofing, you see it shows up. They've shown us 3 times. So we go down here and there it is on their website. So when you click on that backlink, it actually takes you to HKC's website. So yeah, so that makes, that's making them more popular. So once again, we went over 3 things. We talked about content, right? Your page needs to have at least 1,500 words and loaded with the right keywords so people are finding you for searches. We talked about citations. Most of the top 3 sites have about 150 of these. We want to get you 200, 250 to really beat out the competition by a landslide. And backlinks are link juice, as we call it in the industry. You want more relevant sites pointing at you guys to show Google you are the authority and that you're the person that needs to be found for these searches. And if you implement these strategies today, you can be #1 across Google. So I bet you're wondering, what now? Well, you can either go with this information I provided you today and do this on your own, and I'm totally fine with that. However, if you want the most effective route and want to save yourself the time, you can give me a call at 502-554-1482, and we can talk more about how I can help you with this. Once again, my name is David Milburn, and my number is 502-554-1482. I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day.